welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl Trista Janae, and it is so good to have you guys on my channel. Today's video is honestly one of my most highly requested videos to sit down and film for you guys, so I'm just really excited to finally have the chance to do that. If you don't already know, I am a nursing student at the Southern University School of Nursing, and it has been quite the journey to get to this point. But I really wanted to sit down today and share my personal experiences in hopes to help someone else, whether you are thinking about becoming a nurse, currently a pre-nursing student, waiting to apply to the program, or you just simply want to hear my experience. This is what today's video is for. I am going to walk you guys through how I got accepted into Southern University School of Nursing, what my application process looked like, talk about why I wanted to become a nurse, and I'm going to be answering some of my frequently asked questions from my social media pages. Now, I really don't want to make this intro too long, so let's go ahead and skip to the point where I say like, comment, subscribe, and let's jump straight into the video, guys, because we have a lot to cover. Before we do get started, I just wanted to give you guys a really quick disclaimer. This is simply my story and my experience. Every nursing program is different, and everyone's journey is going to look differently. The advice and tips that I'm going to be sharing in this video is simply what helped me and what I believe helped me get accepted into the program. So please, guys, just take what resonates, do your own research, and remember that your path doesn't have to look exactly like mine to lead you where you're meant to be. Okay, now we can get started. First question is, why did I choose nursing? I get asked this question all of the time, and when I think about this story, I just be like, oh my gosh, like I really came a long way. Because growing up, I've always loved helping people. I always loved helping people. And I think when it came down to my senior year of high school, it's time to figure out what college you're gonna go to, what are you gonna major in, what career is piquing your interest. And honestly, I had a couple of majors in mind. I thought about business, marketing, I thought about criminal justice, and I also thought about nursing. Nursing was very familiar to me. I had a grandmother who retired from nursing, and my mom went to nursing school. So, I mean, I had family members who was thinking about nursing. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like I was interested in nursing, but I was scared to pursue it. I think the fear of not getting accepted into the program was also what kind of prevented me from applying to the program. Cause it's like, oh, it's too hard, I'm not smart enough, I don't know. That's like, no, I could never. And I also thought about how long the nursing school process was. I just didn't want to go through it. I was like, this ain't for me. I'm gonna just look elsewhere. But then when I really sat down and I weighed out the pros and cons of the different majors I wanted to pursue, I thought about why I really didn't want to do nursing, and it was because of fear. And I'm just like, girl, forget it, go for it, okay? And honestly, y'all, I'm really glad that I did that. I'm glad that I didn't allow fear to keep me stagnant and prevent me from pursuing nursing, because I love it. I really couldn't see myself doing anything else. There is no plan B. One, the nursing program definitely influenced my decision. The University School of Nursing is the #1 nursing school in the country, and I also wanted to go to a HBCU located in my hometown, so everything just kind of worked out for me. In addition to wanting to help other people, I also wanted a career with both purpose and financial stability, and I just really love how nursing challenges me and builds my confidence, and I'm able to help people in that process. And I feel like every day I am reminded that I am exactly where I need to be. So yeah, it just feels really good, and I love learning different things about nursing. I love being able to critically think and use the knowledge that I'm learning in the school out into the real world. Like, nurses are superheroes. Like, they really that, okay? Yes, that's why I chose nursing in a nutshell. Let's talk about the BSN requirements. Okay, let me pull the iPad out for y'all. Let's go ahead and pull it up, okay? So I have it right here on my iPad. I might share it on the screen, but if you guys want to follow along, this information is located on Southern University's website. All prospective undergraduate nursing students must meet the following criteria for admission to the School of Nursing. You have to meet the requirements for general admission to Southern University and A&M College, Baton Rouge. Then you have to complete the ATI T7 and submit the scores. Have a cumulative grade point average of at least a 2.8 on all university coursework completed. Have a minimum grade of a C in all prerequisite nursing courses first 3 semesters. Have successfully completed or received credit for all required courses listed for the first 3 semesters of the curriculum plan. All transfer credits must be articulated and accepted by the Office of Registrar and, you know, obviously be recommended for admission by the admissions committee and approved for admission by the dean of the School of Nursing. This is also something I really want to highlight that's on there. It says if there are more qualified applicants that can be accepted at the time of request, the admission pool will be made up of applicants who have met the criteria for admission, have given evidence of reasonable prospect of success in the nursing major, and who best represent the mission and goals of the university. Meaning nursing school is very, very competitive. And then it also includes admission by transfer. So if you are a transfer student and you're trying to come to Southern University and get into their nursing program, it also has information on, you know, what you need to do as a transfer student. Whether you're trying to apply for like the fall or the spring term, it also includes when the application is open and when the application is closed. So yeah, just go on the website. It tells you everything that you need to know. Also, we're going to talk about like the application process in a few, but before we do, I wanted to share my stats when I applied to the nursing program, because I want y'all to keep the requirements and then kind of like see what I did in mine. All right, so when I applied to nursing school, obviously I did all of my prerequisites at a 3.5 GPA. I scored an 18 on the ACT, and the TEAS exam was not a requirement when I was applying, because me and my cohort, we had to take the TEAS exam when we were already accepted into the program, and I think after our cohort, that's when they changed it. But yeah, so that's why I can't really tell y'all what score you need to make on the TEAS exam, but I'm going to see really quickly what's a good TEAS score to make. Yeah, so I'm looking online. I'm gonna probably like list it there. As far as like advice for preparing for the TEAS exam, I would just say study. They have books, they have YouTube videos, they have different numerous amounts of resources available for you to be successful. So just study and aim for a high score on your ACT, on your TEAS score, because they are comparing students and seeing who's fit for being into Southern University School of Nursing. Let's go ahead and talk about that application process. For Southern's nursing program, I had to apply through Nursing CAS. This is an online application system that allows students to apply to the nursing programs by submitting one application along with their transcripts and supporting documents. The application fee is $60, so you upload your own documents to Nursing CAS. There is an extra fee to have your documents uploaded by Nursing CAS, and it also says request transcripts from each college attended to be sent directly to Nursing CAS. Example, if you had took prerequisite courses elsewhere, like me, I think developmental psychology at BRCC. I had to get them to transfer that to CAS so CAS could send that to Southern University. So yeah, you pay your application fee. You pretty much just fill out everything that CAS tells you to do. But one thing I will say to you guys, while you are in that application process, just make sure you're taking your time putting that information in. Try not to make any mistakes. Make sure everything is accurate before you press submit. I want to talk about what helped me get accepted. Definitely staying positive throughout that whole process, I feel, is really what helped me. You have to keep your faith intact and you have to trust that God will provide. I kept reminding myself that if this is what I'm being called to do, then God will get me through it. I just didn't allow fear and anxiety to overwhelm me during like that waiting period, because after I hit submit, I was like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? But it's all gonna work out how it's supposed to for you. Whatever your circumstances are, I believe that everything happens for a reason. So that's just the mindset I had. Also, have to put in the work while trusting God's timing. This also included that I graduated high school with honors. I also included organizations and extracurricular activities that I was involved in. And you can add your community service hours too. I pretty much just made my application well-rounded, not just solely focused on grades, because at the time I was anxious about my ACT score. I was like, oh my God, no, they're definitely not gonna choose me. Look at my ACT score. But my GPA made up for it, and I feel like also mentioning that I was involved in organizations, all that other stuff that I added on my app, I feel like that helped. So yeah, cake up your application and really just showcase who you are outside of academics. And truly, like, if you are a pre-nursing student or you're about to get into nursing, Definitely make sure your grades are good. Make sure your grades are good. Make sure your grades are good. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Do not come to school and play around, baby, because nursing is not gonna play with you. What you need to know before applying to nursing school. I want to say apply when you're truly ready. Just because you meet the requirements doesn't mean that you have to rush into applying to nursing school. I really want you guys to make sure that you are mentally, emotionally, and academically prepared to be in nursing school. It is rewarding, but it is a lot of work. It's not impossible, but it is... So just really be prepared to sacrifice time, study a lot, and staying disciplined. There will be a lot of stressful moments and times where you doubt yourself, but you have to believe in yourself and remember why you started. The biggest thing is get your finances in order. Nursing school has a lot of different expenses. The uniforms, the supplies, the textbooks, the fees. Apply early and don't procrastinate. Get your application submitted as soon as possible. I think when the applications are open, I literally submitted my application 2-3 days after that. I think it was the second day after the application's open. I was like, let me go ahead and get that out the way so I can be first. Also, please ask questions. If you're confused, speak up. Reach out to advisors, talk to the counselors, BSN office. Do not sit around and be confused and struggle, because it's really going to take a village as you go through this journey. And I also want to say, don't allow fear to stop you from applying to nursing school like I did. I just feel like you'll never 100% feel ready, but if it is something that you truly want, then you got to take the chance and you got to bet on yourself, because that's what I did. Like when I submitted my application, I had no idea that everything was going to turn out how it's showing up for me now. So definitely keep that in mind. Once accepted, after we get past all of that stress and the fluff, now it's time to roll. Once I got my acceptance letter, let me pull it up. So if you are accepted into the program, they are going to send you an email letting you know, congratulations, we're delighted to offer you admission into the Southern University School of Nursing BSN program for the semester term that you apply for. Obviously, you have to accept or decline the admission for that term. They also include when the assembly is going to be, the new student orientation, and on ours, they told us like when our TEAS assessment was going to be. So I don't think they're going to do that anymore because that's a requirement. But in addition to you getting your acceptance letter, you're going to have an admission packet. The admissions packet is also going to be sent via email, and it contains information and detailed instructions on the Louisiana State Board of Nursing approval process, mandatory health documents, the fees, uniforms, and other requirements necessary, right? Different health records that you need, like your physical exam, your medical history, immunization records, TB tests, all that stuff. You have to create medical profile just with all of your immunization records, making sure that you got your shots updated. You have to take a drug test. You got to get your flu vaccine. You have to get your basic life support certification. I think you get a criminal background check. They do talk about the uniforms, equipment and supplies. There are mandatory resources that Susan uses. They're changing it up this year, so this information that I'm reading is from like 2024. So whenever you do get accepted into the program, see how I'm claiming that for you, because you will get accepted into the program, boo. But whenever you do, they'll let you know how much your fees are going to be. The packet tells you everything you need to know. It's very self-explanatory, okay? Now let's go ahead and move into my Q&A segment. So these are some questions that I received online from my followers. How's housing? My freshman and sophomore year of college, I lived in Toddy. I was a Toddy hottie, and y'all, I enjoyed my experience. Overall, I just really enjoyed the convenience of being close to classes and campus activities. I love my roommate, and I just think, like any housing experience, it has its pros and it has its cons. I would just say apply early for housing, because housing definitely fills up very fast. As far as like the living condition inside, it was okay. But if you prefer like a more independent off-campus housing, might be something that you can consider. Even though it is expensive, you know, you can consider that as well. Do you like nursing school? Is it really that hard? Yes, I do love nursing school, and yes, nursing school is challenging, y'all. Like, I have never studied the way I study in nursing school. Now, I've never done this before, ever. Definitely challenged me in ways I've never expected, and it has pushed me to grow academically and personally. Overall, I feel like the nursing program at Southern, the professors are amazing. Like, you can genuinely tell that they are open and willing to helping the students succeed and giving us the knowledge needed so we can do what we need to do out in the field, out at the hospitals, out taking care of patients. Like, I definitely feel like this school is preparing me to be a great nurse one day. They go above and beyond. I think that it's a lot of different resources available on campus so you can succeed. So that's also really good. So it's a really good program. It is hard though. Well, I'm gonna speak for me personally. The hardest part for me personally is the balance of it all. Like, especially on Southern campus. Like, if you know, you know, it's always something to do. It's so easy to get distracted on campus. Like, in my last video, how I was juggling nursing school, I was working, I was trying to be a content creator, I'm part of organizations, I want to hang with my friends and my family. Like, it's just a lot. And then you add nursing with it, and it's just like, oh my gosh. Are they strict? Yes and no. Attendance, professionalism, dress code, deadlines, and exam policies are taken very, very seriously. And I feel like it can be intense at times, but also many of those rules are preparing you for the real healthcare environment. So yeah, they are strict, but at the same time, it's like, the rules aren't too extreme. Can you work while in nursing school? Yes, you can work while in nursing school. I worked while being in the program. However, time management is everything. You know, some semesters are more demanding than others, so you might need to adjust your work schedule accordingly. I would also recommend to have a job that is flexible and can work with you, and that understands that you are in nursing school. And, you know, if you got to call in one day because you burnt out, or like you really need this day to study, like, you got to have that one-on-one conversation with your manager and let them know, like, hey. And if they not with it, you're gonna have to quit, like, and get you another job. I'm sorry. So yeah, I would just recommend to, like, really prioritize your academics and don't be afraid to cut back on hours if needed. I know life be life in, and everybody's circumstances are different. And, you know, example, I've seen a lot of full-time moms in the nursing program. They work in these full-time jobs, they in school, they got babies, like, they doing it. It's all about you. I wouldn't be able to do that, but you know, I definitely think it's manageable with the right mindset. Yes, you can have a job. Is nursing school as toxic and competitive as people say? In my experience, I feel like it really just depends on who is around you. I ain't gonna say a lot of gossip, but they can have gossip and unnecessary drama, just like any environment. But I think that if that is brought to the attention of faculty, they're gonna take care of it. They're gonna take care of it. But I never had that experience though. Like, I never had that like type of encounter. I mean, obviously they do have cliques, they do have people who are secretly hating on the low, but I mean, at the end of the day, just stay in your lane and focus on what you got to do. Aside from like the small toxic environment, there is a huge amount of classmates who can become your biggest support system. I've met a lot of my forever friends in nursing school, and I'm just grateful, because had I not gone to nursing school, I would have never met them. So yeah, definitely just find your people, stay focused on your goals, and avoid getting caught up in comparison or negativity, because I think a lot of times the nursing school toxicity comes from everybody just comparing themselves and trying to be in competition. Like, it don't gotta be that. We all here for one thing. Like, let's just be a family and do it together, okay? And help each other out when need be. And I feel like for the most part, that's pretty much how it's been. And that is the end of today's video, you guys. I really hope that this video was helpful, and if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much. I don't know your story or where you are in your nursing journey, but I do know that nursing school is very challenging and incredibly rewarding at the same time. There will be moments where you're stressed, overwhelmed, questioning whether or not you can do it. But I truly feel like if you have the heart for nursing and a passion for helping people, and don't let a number on a paper convince you to give up. So keep going, keep applying, keep studying, and keep believing in yourself, okay? because I promise you that what's meant for you will be for you and can't nobody take it from you, okay? So if you have any questions that I didn't answer in this video, please feel free to comment them down below or hit your girl up. Please don't hesitate. Like, I love answering questions. I love helping people out. So go ahead and follow me on my social medias. If you're not already following me on Instagram and TikTok, follow me because that's where I have a lot of my nursing, beauty, lifestyle content videos over there. And join my family. Like, comment, and subscribe, you guys, and let me know what videos you want to see next. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.